He's going to ask you to pick up some mushrooms for him.
Did you see my
All right. Now, the first thing you want to do before you go collecting mushrooms is find some herbs. And normally you can come right back down through here. And there's typically some herbs hanging right around here somewhere. If not, up on the other side is some berries. You can pick the berries as well. Looks like somebody's already got the herbs. So we're just going to keep heading this way and up this hill. Now, if you've not gotten the mini boss up here and gotten your skinning knife, as I showed you in the beginning, this is where you'll find him on this location. He'll be slightly different if you're in Monarch's Bluff, of course. Oh, come on. What the? Oh, that's what's going on. My hand spasmed. There we go. My hand spasmed, jumped the wrong button. Didn't realize it. Now we can change our knife out, and we've got a better knife. We can change our sickle out. And we got our sickle for that. Then we can just drop these items. They're no longer of any use. Anything that you picked up from him. At that point there should be a chest over here. Sometimes there's two. Okay. So now you see we've gotten one truffle and we have to collect herbs. Well, here's some herbs right here. Or right over here, down a little bit, over on the other side, right around through here, is bushes with berries. Then all we do is we come back down at this point. Grab. Grab. Getting that knife is going to be important for the next step. That way we get our bonus, our optional. It's not so much for the experience, but it will give us additional trade skill points. And we're going to head into town.
You there? New to... Did you then? Look.
Now, if you're coming into Monarch's Bluff, when you come in, he's not going to be there. He's going to be over here along the side between some of these buildings. So that'll definitely, I remember that being a change. So now we're going to run through our quest line here. Read. Cutscene.
Elder.
Done. We come out, we talk to the sergeant. I forget where he's hiding. There he is.
You see this poor wretched thing?
Alright. Now we've already checked in with the innkeeper, but we'll go back there because we got to talk to O'Malley. I habitually do the tavern first to do my save point. You shouldn't have to, but it's just a habit.
Welcome.
Alright, then we talk to O'Malley.
Where? I don't.
Alright, she's going to give you some money and tell you to check the storage and the trade center. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open our money bag. Boom. There we go. The next thing we're going to do is check our storage. The storage is in Windsward is straight out the door and slightly to the right. There's 2 storage facilities in each village. This is the closest one. You can put it into anything that you want, but there we go. Now we're going to come back, go across here, and right here's the trade center. You got to open the trade center. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is sell everything that we've picked up. We do not want to get rid of that, or that. But we can start selling this stuff. If there's no place order, we'll get rid of it. You may have to do a little research on how you want to do your trade house. Now we want to buy. What we want to buy is we need to look at our inventory. Alright, we've got a +3, +3, +3, +3, +3. We've got a +12 and a +6 on the decks. So the first thing we want to look for is a weapon. So I want to buy weapons, 2-handed spear that I can use, that I can afford, and that has dexterity. Right here. That's the cheapest one with the 12 dex. And let me get my piece of paper out. 198 and 235. All right. After we add our points, 201, 239. Survivalist is about staying alive. It's not so much about gear score. All right. The next thing we're going to look for is a hat. So we're going to go down to apparel. I like the medium armor. It's going to keep the same stats. I've got nothing. Chest wear. Nothing. Gloves. Nothing. Leg wear. That gives me a dex of 4 and a con of 4. That's better than what I've got. And footwear. A dex of 4 And if you look down here, that's why we're selling the stuff and not using it in the beginning. All right. Then we can go back into the trading post. And what did we have left over here? We had coarse leather. Sell. Coarse leather. There we go. That's done. Cutscene. God, they made her some ugly lips. Read. Now we got to go back and talk to Grace. And yep, she's back in the bar now.
But you're.
That starts your storyline quest, which we are not going to currently follow. So we're going to open our journal. And we are going to unpin that, unpin that, unpin that. So we're strictly in survival mode right now. No PvE, no MMO mode, no PvP mode. We're going to go here. And let's raise that up. At this point, we can now open our map. I suggest that whatever you get, ignore the house thing. You want to focus on gathering speed and storage for the very beginning. Alright, there we go. We've now played for a total of 2 hours, 29 minutes, and 27 seconds. So about an hour longer than our last set of runs. And that ends this section.